there's a winery north of the resort we stayed at called Angels Camp was the town. We stayed in the historical gold mining district. And at a certain winery we went to, I went to see the Cott's crystalline gold specimen. It is the largest specimen of this gold type in the world. 13.8 pounds. And they keep it in this huge vault when it's not open to the public to have a look at it. There's other gems and other stones in this area that you could look at. And then outside of the vault, there are many other things that you can buy. Jewelry, stones. I think I remember there were fossils in there. Could be wrong. I know there's cast dinosaur skeletons to the outside of this museum. And here we are heading into San Francisco. I have turned down all the chit-chat commentary that was going on in the car. Oh, wow, ooh, look at this. You know, everybody knows how that goes. But when we got there, we were totally socked in. We were heading south on the Golden Gate Bridge, heading into, going into San Francisco. We wanted to check that city out for sure, for many reasons. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all the details about how many people died building this bridge and how long it is and how high it is and what year it was built and how many times a year it has to be painted and how many people take care of this bridge. All that is available on the internet. But I found it a really surreal kind of experience driving through here. It sort of reminded me of Stephen King's The Mist, as if another dimension had been opened up and we were either leaving it or going into it. Yep, that's how my mind works. I'm very much into sci-fi and fiction like that. So, here we go. This vantage point is from a huge public gathering place called Battery Park. And I believe this was around 10:30, something like that time of day. And as you can see, the bridge is still covered in fog pretty much. Now, if you were driving along, I think you could see out off of the bridge to different areas. Now, in this vantage point, as I'm panning along, we will come in to be able to see something quite famous. Right there, in the middle of the screen, out on the horizon, is Alcatraz Island. Now, we really wanted to go here. It's 999 Broadway, Mr. Monk's apartment.
It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there.
First episode was shot in San Francisco.
So much confusion everywhere.
Yeah, I was goofing. doing the monk touchy-feely thing. His apartment was right off to the right-hand side of the screen there. Quite a hill we drove up to get to it. And this is the beautiful Palace of Fine Arts grounds. First time I ever saw this actually was in a Mr. Monk episode. My wife and I loved that show. First time we watched a Monk episode, he walked out of his apartment and I said, oh no, there's an umbrella that's not in order. And just like, you know, Monk came in and fixed it. And my wife says, oh my God, you're like Mr. Monk. This is the Sutter Home Winery grounds. We were in Napa Valley, and this is the winery that we decided to stop at. They had a really nice deal on the tastings, and we bought several types of wine. And once I was done with the tasting, I just wanted to go over and check out this unique fountain that they had. I'm easily entertained. Yep, that's a turtle in there too. Beautiful day there. We ate at a wonderful restaurant. I think it's called the Charter Oak. And here's just, I pulled off the road and I took some shots of random grapevine. I was out in a vineyard. There are vineyards everywhere in Napa Valley on both sides of the road. And again here I killed the original audio because it was noisy and my wife was saying, can I pull out? You know, there was just a lot of chit chat, so I got rid of that audio. But you can see, I think we were in the northern end of Napa Valley. And here's your typical vineyard. Like I say, they are ubiquitous. And just about every vineyard I know of has a tasting area and an area where you can purchase various wines. Some of the best wine I ever purchased was in Colorado. Thanks for the horn. Okay, so we decided to head down the Pacific Coast Highway, and this was just a beautiful place. We pulled over and thought we would take pictures. We had no idea how many more beautiful places there were going to be down Highway 1. Nice. Just a beautiful, beautiful blue color in the ocean. And north of Monterey is where we stayed, and there was a state park. Oh, I can't remember the name of the town or the park. Marina? I don't know. But you can figure it out. This is just a state park with access to the Pacific Ocean. And I couldn't get over how blue it was. Just this beautiful, rich, turquoise blue color. And this was a warmer day. And a little less windy and a clearer day than when I first saw the Pacific Ocean north of Bodega Bay. That's in another video of mine. And here we are at Monterey Bay. And the seals kind of dominate the place. And they are very vocal. And the thing you can't pick up with a video, they really smell bad. It's an awful smell. And you can smell it many, many feet away. And these guys, you know, they crawl up on slips, they get up on boats, they lay everywhere they want, and they put barriers up to keep them from getting in the parking areas or crowding the sidewalks where people want to walk around the bay. To the right, you can see some buildings. That's where we had dinners many times. Now here we are driving around south on the Pacific Coast Highway again. And we were headed to the Big Sur. Everybody said, get on Pacific Coast Highway and head south and go to Big Sur. Well, there's a lot of beautiful vistas, a lot of beautiful views of the ocean along this road. It's a really wonderful drive, and there's a couple really interesting bridges coming up. I think probably the most photographed and the most, I guess, people pull over and take a lot of pictures and videos is the Bixby Bridge, which we'll see later, which was built in 1932. I only included videos of us driving across that bridge. I did not include any stills or videos of us parking near Bixby Bridge and filming it because I'm not real big into architecture. A bridge is a bridge is a bridge. It's very functional. It may have aesthetics, but I am in more interest of landscapes and things like you're looking at right now. I flew across the country and drove across California so I could see things just like this. And it's beauty. It's just absolute serene beauty. And with the original audio cut off, you don't hear all the noise of cars and road noise. And the other thing is, my cell phone does not have a windscreen protector. So you were getting a whole lot of wind noise pollution in the video. And driving along like this, I didn't want to include the chit chat of the occupants in the car, and road noise is boring. So I hope you enjoy the relaxed acoustic guitar music that I created just for these videos as a background. The funny thing was, as we were driving along looking for a place called Big Sur, we pulled over at a restaurant and we said, "Where's Big Sur?" And he said, "It's not a town, it's not a city, it's an area. You've been driving through what's called Big Sur for a long time." So that was something that I didn't know, and I learned new when I was there. Now this monolithic mass of rock that you see out to the window, we'll see it better in just a few moments. I have no clue what that is, but it's quite intriguing. And there's an installation up there, there's buildings. somebody can tell me in the comments. And there's a road cut in the rock to get up there. To me, it looked like, with the antennas and whatnot, that it might have been some sort of weather monitoring place. I don't really know.
Famous photography spot. This bridge here, Rocky Creek Scenic Bridge, built in 1932.
First big bridge we came to. Not a long bridge, but a really tall bridge.
Here to stop, take a picture of the bridge, do you? With its arches and spans.
Oh, here we go. This is why. This is like
My wife's thinking about the viaduct on Interstate 40 up in the Appalachian Mountains. It's a highway that sticks out from the side of the mountain, hanging over nothing in midair. Quite impressive. And we're coming up now on the famous Bixby Bridge that I was talking about earlier. And when you pull off to the left side of the road there, you get a lot of wonderful photographic vantage points. So if you're heading to the Pacific Coast Highway and you're getting ready to get to Bixby, be ready to pull off to your left if you want to take pictures. It's the best vantage point. Other than working your way down to the coast and filming up, but most people are not going to be able to do that. We could not travel the whole route down on the Pacific Coast Highway to where we wanted to go because the road was washed out. So we went down, turned around, and came back north. Look out for the whale tail. Did you see a whale tail diving?